yo. Trophied up, yeah. Hey, do yo. Trophied up. Do your dance when the G's up. G. Spaced out, got me geeked up. 10 toes on the west, can I beat us? You cannot. Shining every time they meet us. Rack them up, since 96. Been #1 in LA, so I'm slight, that's the gist.
Hello, everyone. Wow, this is a very close and personal view. I'm not sure I appreciate this. Let me see if I could. That is not the way to make it work. Well, this is it for tonight. We should have a member of Lacuna Galaxy on, so stay tuned with us shortly. Let me bring in the share screen. I was trying to see whether to share screen on FOTMob or Google, but I think I'm going to do FOTMob because Google doesn't even have the logo of this team. So let me pull that. Oh, I hate light screen. Hello, everyone. It is LA Galaxy match day. We are here. Thank you all for tuning in. Make sure you share the link with any of your friends. If you're watching the game, you could sync it up. Don't ever worry about that. You can always sync it up. And yeah, let's have a good one tonight. The Galaxy starting lineup has already been released. I was in class refreshing for the lineup, so let me try to bring this up on FOTMob. I actually really want to do dark mode, though. Okay, I think I got it. Okay, hold on. We're going to work together on this. This is the first live watch along of 2026. It's the first one in a very long time, actually, because we were out of the playoffs so early last year. Well, out of the playoff picture so early. Let me bring in the share screen right now of the FOTMob. Okay. And then bring it on stage, not that, but this. Okay, we're settled in here. LA Galaxy against Sporting San Miguelito. Starting lineups, let's go over it here. For the Galaxy, they went with JT Marcinkowski in goal, not Novak Mitrovic in net, but they're going to rotate with their second choice goalkeeper. I know Alex Ruiz kind of talked about that on the podcast, that, hey, don't be surprised if this is a tournament kind of thing where the Galaxy are like, hey, JT, you could take this tournament. So, JT gets the start. John Nelson at left back. Jakub Golesnes and Maya Yoshida at center back. We have Mauricio Cuevas at right back. Joseph Paintsell, Gabriel Peck on the wings. You have Edwin Cerrillo and Justin Hack in the midfield, and Nascimento and Christian Ramirez up top. And then the bench, you have Brady Scott, Joao Klaus, Ruben Ramos Jr., Julian Ade, Novak Mitrovic, Harbor Miller, Miki Amane, Tucker Lepley, Miro Garces, Marco Royce, and Lucas Sanabria. I mean, Greg Bainey kind of mentioned that we're going to have two lineups, and this certainly looks like the second choice one. I think in a first choice lineup, you definitely see Joao Klaus. I mean, even seeing Christian Ramirez getting a start is like, wow. What a little blast from the past there. I feel like he hasn't consistently been in the fold since probably April of last year, but I'm excited to see how Nascimento and Ramirez operate in the two strikers system. What the hell is that? Oh, okay. My stream started. I'm not sure if you guys could hear that, but I got a K Jewelers ad, and I was like, what is going on? Score predictions, guys. Drop your score predictions in the chat. Personally, I think the Galaxy will win 2-0. I'm going to stick with that prediction. We got a 5-0 prediction in the chat. We'll see. That's very ambitious. I don't want people to be let down by what this game ends up becoming. I think you're going to see a lot of rust from the Galaxy at the start, but it's okay. I think the Galaxy will shake off the rust probably around the second half, and I literally just got back from class. I still have my Doc Martens on. Let me take this off. We got 3-1 from Just 14. We got 3-0 from Will Beanie and 2-1 from Prod. 5 goals from Nascimento. Yeah, okay. My prediction for the goal scorers, I had Gabriel Peck. I believe Gabriel Peck and Klaus, but I'm going to change Klaus to Ramirez. So yeah, make sure share the link with your friends. We're getting ready to start this. I'm gonna have to dual screen. I'm not sure if FOTMob's gonna be ahead of me. I know we've had some streams in the past where FOTMob has been well ahead of me, so we'll have to see. Yeah, you definitely don't want to sleep on this team. You know, this isn't something where I'd imagine we just run them over. I think they're going to be up for this kind of test, but um, yeah, I think we're very capable talent wise. I mean, we can't play the underdog gimmick, as I always say. You can't play the underdog gimmick either. I think this is a match that's very winnable for the Galaxy, and you want to go back to LA with an advantage. It'd be very disappointing if this is a close one coming into Los Angeles, like it was against Herediano, where we had to stage a comeback against them. You don't need that kind of pressure right now. I mean, it's early on in the season. We should be able to rotate in the second leg in LA and focus on that match against Charlotte and MLS. But there's a possibility that going back to LA, this is still a very hotly contested one. So, yeah. And then for anybody who thought that Novak Mitrovic is capable of starting, or that JT is capable of starting, we'll see it tonight. I think there could potentially be a goalkeeper competition. I think it's always good to have somewhat of competition when it comes to lineups. That way nobody gets complacent. So I'm okay with that. I think it's good to get him some starts. We don't have Leagues Cup, so I think that would be a JT tournament, and we don't have it this year. We don't have Open Cup. This is it. CONCACAF and MLS for the LA Galaxy. And joining the studio to join me with this live watch along, I'm bringing in a very special guest from Lacuna Galaxia. Thank you for joining me. I don't know if I could have ever done this 2.5 hours alone, but thank you very much for joining me, Ananda. How you doing, man?
Big Pay. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I could hear you.
Cool. Yeah, just getting in from work here. A little traffic on the way home, so I was like, I better get the stream up and get my stuff settled here. I got the game on my other monitor. So yeah, man, no, happy to be here. I am excited to see what the Galaxy do here, especially with this lineup that I thought was interesting. And Rob called me crazy on our stream the other day, but maybe I'm not as crazy, or maybe Greg's crazier than I am. I don't know. Either or.
Thoughts on the lineup? This clearly does not surprise anybody, really. The fact that they're going with somewhat of a second choice.
Yeah, I mean, look, Greg has to manage the squad, right? Like 4 matches in 10 games. I mean, you can't burn out these players early. And, like, look, I've never watched Sporting San Miguelito play, but they are the 64th ranked team in the CONCACAF. Like, if you're telling me that this lineup isn't more than capable of getting a result away in Panama against a 64th place team, I don't know what we're doing here, right? So I think that should be the expectation, and hopefully this helps Greg manage a squad. And this is a great experience for some of the young guys to build their confidence. I mean, this isn't, no shade for, a U.S. Open Cup tie, but this is a CONCACAF, this is a continental competition. Like, these are meaningful minutes for these players.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Just realized my mic was all the way over here. Hopefully my audio wasn't too low that whole time. But no, you're right.
We can hear you.
Okay, cool. Mm-hmm. All right, I'm loud enough as is, I guess. Yeah, I mean, I'm freaking excited, man. We're so back. We're so freaking back. We could put
hold your horses, Pate. Just give it the first half.
No,
but I know what you mean.
I know what you mean. I was talking to Griffin, in the group chat, and we're like, all right, it's the first game since MLS Cup 2024. Let's get into it. Like, it's felt like a whole year since we've seen the Galaxy play, like none of last year happened. Let's just forget all of that happened.
By the way, Joe 13 Cool, I think you called it too. So it was you or someone else. I can't remember who it was on our chat the other night, but I mean, yeah, you know what, Royce, like, do you really want him to be starting away in this heat and humidity, and like knowing that he's got 4 games coming up in the next 10 matches? Same goes for some of the other older guys too. Again, this is a test of Greg's mettle. Like, this is a test of team management early. Like, if you want to go deep in this competition, you've got to. I think this is the right move. Now, I just hope that we don't look at this in hindsight and say, and this kind of backfires on Greg and the narrative goes the other way. I'm hoping that the players can repay the faith in Greg Vanney so that the blame doesn't go to Greg Vanney for playing a B squad and not getting a result, right? I'm just hoping that doesn't happen.
Yeah, no, me neither. I mean, you saw it last year. Some of these players just take an opportunity and they just seize it. I mean, you saw it with Harbor Miller against the Rapids, you know.
Yeah.
Uh he wasn't really on many people's radars to, the average LA Galaxy fan before that point. Obviously, if you watch Ventura County, then he was.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow, this game's getting ready to start, and the
Yep.
quality
I
just
was
makes
just
me
I was
so
just gonna
grateful for Apple TV.
I was just gonna say this game is about to kick off. 79% humidity, 76% temp. Okay,
We're
could
underway.
be worse.
I don't know if your stream synced, but I'm underway on my stream.
Oh,
The
man,
ball
I'm
just gets launched out of
so
bounds.
behind you. Let me try to see what's
Okay,
going on here.
okay.
Are you on the Fox Sports like app or what are
I
you?
am.
Okay. Let me see.
Okay. The
Okay.
quality is terrible though. The quality, I don't know if the quality is this terrible for everyone or whether it's my internet. I mean, I'm connected to a LAN cable. It could be because I'm streaming at the same time. But this quality is just atrocious. We get the first look at the new kit, and I swear every time I look at it in the lighting, it looks like they have lightning on the crest. I mean, it's cool. You know how they do it with Juventus, how Juventus has like the Jeep with the lightning across the logo, and it looks like we have that in the crest, but we don't. It's just a really weird play on the lighting. It's actually just a little Khazars in the crest, which I like. I think that's a nice little detail here. Jakub Golesnes and Yoshida as a center back pairing is a little interesting to me.
That's interesting to me. Yep.
I
think
didn't think they would do that.
Maybe going for the experience and just making sure that things are settled in the back line. You know, Garces he's a great player. He's got physical attributes, but from a maturity standpoint, he still has a lot to learn. So maybe Greg's thinking, all right, I need a stable back three, back four. Because looks like we're building out as a 3 right now, which is kind of interesting. I wish there was like a time. Like, where's my timer on this thing? Like,
I know.
I want to make sure I'm synced up with you.
What time are we at?
I'm seeing a play on the right side here with Mocuevas.
I'm seeing the lineup for Sporting San Miguelito right now.
I'm so behind you, man. So behind you, I think. Yeah, way behind you.
So bad. I could pause it for a second for you.
Let me hold on. Let me just make sure we get a timer on, and then we'll sync up at that point. Because this is like we're just going to be guessing.
All right, now we're going to the Galaxy lineup.
Okay, so I'm a few seconds behind you. So let me see if I can get a more.
I mean, FotMob has it there, but I feel like I'm watching this game in like 3 pixels right now. I wish you guys could see what I'm watching this in. Just the quality is so terrible. This reminds me of like pre-Apple TV days, when we'd get those like matches on a random like TUDN or something. We'd get like a Galaxy match on TUDN and it would just be absolutely atrocious, like pixel quality. I feel like we're back, man. All right.
Yeah.
This ball is going to fall for JT Marcinkowski.
Okay, here we go.
Rebuild it out the back.
So now I'm on the Fox Sports thing, and we're trying to build up Glesnes and Yoshida kind of knocking it around. Okay, so I think we're on the same.
In fact, yeah, you might be a little ahead of me now.
Okay, I just Syrio has the ball right now, and he's looking to the right.
Yep. I think
we're thereabouts.
Yeah, we're good. It's interesting because these two center backs are as good quality as like a Jakub Golesnes is. Golesnes isn't very fast, and neither is my Yoshida. That cross is just gonna go well out of play. I think they're playing at their stadium with like 3,500 capacity.
I was just gonna ask that. Is this the artificial turf stadium?
I mean, it would explain why Royce isn't playing. I mean, if anything could explain why Royce isn't playing, this would.
Artificial turf. That's a really nice artificial turf there. It looks real.
Yeah. Either way, no, it doesn't look like the stands are fully filled, at least on that back end, or maybe they did some expanded seating.
Back foul there.
Yeah, they're gonna call that one back on Justin Hack. Interesting seeing Justin Hack in a Galaxy uniform for the first time and wearing that number 15.
Yeah.
Previously worn by the great Eric Zavaleta. Oh, I love that number 1 CONCACAF pant.
I was just gonna comment about that. Yeah.
Lovely.
I need to get that. Well, you know what? I'm gonna wait until we get maybe a 2 on there. No, I'm kidding.
Might take a while. And CONCACAF.
What a feat would that be? That would be this
dude.
year if that happened. I don't think
It's just gonna be, you have like the run of doom and despair. You know, it's a good run until the quarterfinals, and then you get like a Toluca.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. That's gonna be the tough one. That's gonna be the tough one. Well, and okay, so like more the reason for Greg to really let his squad play. I mean, even against the Jamaican team the next round. What is it, Mount Pleasant?
Yeah, Mount Pleasant, definitely.
Look, I would use the same. I would utilize your depth. You never know when they're gonna need to get called upon, even later in the MLS season. I know we're only in 2 comps this year, which that's a whole nother podcast for another day. But
yeah, it's because the U.S. Open Cup qualifying, we would be in the Open Cup. But if you're in CONCACAF, you can't be in the Open Cup because I think the general expectation is that most teams, if you're in Leagues Cup, you're probably going to be in, CONCACAF, not Open Cup. Or, like you'd place high enough in the standings that if you're in Leagues Cup, the only teams that would be in CONCACAF would typically be in Leagues Cup as well, which is why you see teams like LAFC, Miami will be playing in Leagues Cup and not us, is because we played an Open Cup, it would really jam the start of the season. And they try to prevent things like that. So ideally we would be in Open Cup, but just doesn't work out that way when you don't place, when you place high enough for CONCACAF. It's just an odd thing, man. If you would have told me after we went winless, like the first 16 games of last year, that we would still manage to be in CONCACAF, I'd think you're crazy. But we're here.
Great burst of speed there by JP. Hit him again. There we go.
Oh, wow. He's
lucky.
Just piling through that defense.
I think I'm a few seconds ahead of you. Sorry about that. I'm like foreshadowing.
I'm at 624.
Same. I'm like 620. I think I'm a second ahead of you.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Great burst of speed there by JP. We've got to utilize that and get runners past him.
I want to see if there's like an alternative thing for me to stream this on. That's just like, genuinely, how good is your quality of the stream?
You know what? Mine is pretty good, but that's also because I'm hardwired and I have a second screen. Like I have my second monitor. That's a pretty decent monitor. It's not a gaming monitor or anything, but it's a pretty decent monitor. So I'm actually not complaining as much. The feed looks pretty good on my end and pretty clear. So
I don't know what it is.
I can't imagine though how it is on a regular tele. Ooh, unlucky. Unlucky with the flick there. It's a good idea.
The bar. I'm going to try to pull this up on my phone. I'd rather watch the game on my phone if it's
really.
Yeah, it's like I'm genuinely. I need to send a screenshot of what this looks like for me because
mine looks. I use my phone for my camera on this, so my laptop camera is terrible. So I wish I could send it. Mine's pretty good, but like I said, I have a pretty decent like screen. My work screen here.
Let me switch over here. It's a CONCACAF Champions Cup on the Fox Sports app. I have to sign in with the TV provider. I can't do that right now. That's so annoying. Okay, well we're gonna ride this out.
I think we're pretty synced up. So I think oh, there's the turf there. JP, hopefully he's all right. The big slip there.
JT catches. Well, all right. Let me see. I'm gonna go on my.
You're right with JT, by the way, at goal.
I'm okay with it. I'm not mad. I mean, there's not going to be many other chances. I think that JT is going to get to start in net. So, we're like we talked about, we're only playing 2 competitions. And if this happens to be, one of them that, it's a tournament. It's a tournament. And if he wants to start a minute, then I'm okay with that. I don't think the drop off between Novak and JT is that high.
I was going to say, I don't think there's a clear 1-2 in the Galaxy goalkeeping situation. I really don't. And I don't know if that's a positive or negative, but the fact remains that I'm with you. Oh, that's a good little ball there.
That's a good ball in behind for Peck.
Unlucky.
Oh, shot just gets blocked.
This ball is really fizzing. So there's got to be like it's a pretty fast pitch. So I hope the Galaxy uses that to their advantage. I hope that they speed up the play. They make crisp pass to each other, and they really use the speed of the pitch here. I think that's going to play to the Galaxy's advantage.
All right. Oh, CONCACAF YouTube channel. Let me take a look at that. I forgot that some of these games are streamed on YouTube too. I mean, I kind of miss that, you know.
I just hope I hope we're synced up on the timer.
Yeah, let me have a look. CONCACAF YouTube channel. All right, we're over here. Are they streaming it on the CONCACAF YouTube? Oh, it says they're live.
That's a great first touch.
Let me see. Whatever's happening.
Great. Oh my goodness. Nasi absolutely whiffed a shot from like probably 8 yards. That was a sitter.
Oh, now my quality is better, I believe. All right. I don't know.
Oh my God. You hopefully they replay that, Peyton. You need to see that. That should have been a goal.
All right, my quality's finally fixed. It's just I don't think I'm gonna get a replay of that.
Oh, okay. Maybe you guys are ahead of me in the stream because
I'm at 10:36.
Never mind. I thought they said that Nasi scored.
I'm at 10:40. Okay. All right. We're back. We're back and better than ever. Joseph Paintsill's dropping very deep right now. He's almost playing like a right back. I see. I'm not too familiar with Sporting San Miguelito to like say what players to watch out for, but I mean, you know, this is just, it's one of those games where you could just be like, you know, maybe the good players just have a cool number, you know, on the other team. Maybe like number 99 up top is just, I love the number 99. I love that Joao Klaus chose the 99, and you know, the number 9's cool. But I just, there's something about double nines that just, it does something for me. I don't know what it does, but all right. Anyway, regardless, we're going to have Edwin Cerrillo picking you up out the back.
Yeah, I think we're synced up. I'm at 11:36.
Yep. Joseph Paintsill now on the ball. Paintsill gets double teamed, dispossessed. That ball's out of bounds.
That's out, yeah.
All right.
I wish they replayed that Nasi whiff. That was such a good opportunity. Really good interplay. It's good to see that interplay between Peck and Cuevas on the right side. That's a good omen for this game. It was a lot of one touch, so that was nice to see.
It's nasty Nas season. Steven Salinas said, now do you think Nas will just play CONCACAF mainly in the occasional league games because of the, you know, how that contract situation's set up?
Oh, that's interesting. I mean, do we know that for sure though?
I'm not sure. Yeah. I don't think that's ever been like.
I think we can just speculate at this point.
Yeah, but it could make sense if it's like if he starts over 50% of MLS games, then that triggers his buy on, because he's not going to be starting very many MLS games, I would imagine, unless something very tragic happens to Joao Klaus. Even then, I think.
All right, watch this counter here. Come on, transition D. Let's go.
John Nelson tracking back. That's lovely work.
Good track back. Yep.
Good work by Cerrillo.
I mean, literally, you're going to get a 6 out of 7. Nothing spectacular, but you're always going to get a 6 or 7 from John Nelson.
Definitely. Yeah, guys, just
steady Eddie.
Yep, Mr. Reliable. All right.
Good transition defense, though, that time. That was good. That was good work. That's one of the things we're going to have to watch this game is how does the Galaxy's transition defense improve, even against a team like this?
You saw them improve from open play the second half of last year. Oh, Painsill's taken on. I love his ability to take on guys.
I love that.
Rebound, Peck.
Oh,
Nascimento. Peck. Peck again. Nascimento.
What is going on?
Yo, what is he doing?
Yo, was that FIFA 20? Was that EAFC 26? What just happened there?
This is pissing me off, man. He had a man. Look at him. Okay. First attempt, Peck needs to get on the end of that. Nascimento, just a weak shot, blocked by Peck. That's fine. But Ramirez is just screaming for that ball in the middle. That has to be squared. He has an empty net, basically.
I'm not going to lie. If I was in that position in Sunday League, I would have taken the same shot as Nasty Nas. I'm not even going to lie, because like my eyes would have lit up there too. I mean, I'm in the 6-yard box. Like,
yeah, it's a striker thing, but man, Nascimento's shot selection and just shot power generally is it's a little tragic, man. I mean, okay, that's a good ball one in the midfield by Hack. Oh, turnover deep though. Cuevas into the middle, blocked out. Should be a corner kick for the Galaxy.
Yep.
That was a good run. That was a good run to play, though. I mean, going back to how that started, just Joseph Paintsil's aggression and ability to take on guys. I mean, you saw it last year. It didn't matter his form. He was always going in behind the defense. He was always trying to take on players. And I love that about him. That shot selection's good. I mean, if Peck was just a foot to the left, you know, it started his run from a foot to the left, I think he gets on the end of that and it's 1-0 Galaxy. But corner kick swung in, back post. Now Cimento goes for it. I think that's going to be
another corner. Yep.
But man, Joseph Paintsil just, he's been so aggressive this game, just from the jump. He's
caused. Just wrote that in my notes because I'm gonna try to, because I need to log everything for the. We're gonna go live at maybe 15-20 minutes after full time. So if you guys in chat, if you want to join us,
nice.
we're going to. I'm gonna try this for the first time, so let's hope there's no hiccups. But I'm gonna try to log us into the live presser post match here.
Sick.
Hopefully with Greg Vanny, I think.
Lovely.
And hopefully we're talking about a Galaxy win. So, all right, going out of bounds.
It's interesting. I mean, Mauricio Cuevas is playing a lot off the left, and you see John Nelson playing a lot off the right. They're almost inverted sometimes. You know, they almost swap positions, which is interesting. I mean, just something to watch tactically from a Greg Vanny system and how it adapts throughout the years. I mean, I think Greg Vanny is very capable to adapt. And whenever I see Jakub Galesnes in space,
I was like, was he going to take a rip right there?
Yeah.
Oh, man. That would have been.
Oh, Cuevas, good crossing opportunity. Just sends it well over.
Oh, that's so unlike Mo.
Yeah.
Come on, Mo.
He usually has those driven crosses, though.
So unlike him.
He has those driven crosses that just cause a lot of problems in the middle. That was just a lofted one. And man, I love a good driven cross, though. I mean, that kind of stuff just rattles defenses so quick. Yeah, no, Steven Salinas is right. I mean, it's a dilemma because, yeah, Nascimento, looking at that play and replay, you're like, dude, just square it to Ramirez. But, you know,
I don't mind it. I don't mind it.
You know, strikers are supposed to be selfish. Dejan Joveljic was incredibly selfish, and he was class.
So Peyton, how are you seeing this this tactical setup here by Vanny? Are you seeing like because really it's a 4-4-2 or a 4-2-2-2 or however you want to say it?
Yeah,
how are you seeing it?
Oh, that's almost lovely. I mean, I don't think it's complete. Oh, Sporting San Miguelito. JT's gonna have to come off his line.
Played, son.
That is good sweeper keeper action right there. Yeah, offside flag comes up. Yeah, I mean, early on, you could tell what the Galaxy are trying to do, and a lot of it's reminiscent of what a Greg Vanny system always does, trying to retain possession. But I really like what we're able to do when we get numbers in the attack, because I feel like we're very good at getting, you know, people in. Like, look at this right here. Spatially, there's always like two options for the guy who has the ball. And I love that. I love that because I feel like it allows players to either, I mean, you could even take players on in that, you know, in that case and draw players into the near, but like, you know, Joseph Paintsil has been doing this game. But, you know, it's very much a build up. The Galaxy can pick and choose when they want to be aggressive. You know, that's a Greg Vanny system, is you get to pick and choose when you want to, you know, just try to shift them tactically, you know, catch them sleeping, or when you want to just have a really good spell of possession and just attack them at chance after chance after chance. It really wears down opponents. But how do you see this playing out so far?
Yeah. Look, I mean, I could see it. Look at right now. You've got 4 guys across the line there, and I think, I mean, that's like you said, it gives. Oh, that's a foul. I just love how I'm with you, man. JP so far has been the standout for me. He's been absolutely trying to take his man one-on-one, something we didn't see I guess not necessarily a lot of, but not enough of. I wanted to see more of this
Right.
last year, that confidence to just take on his man. But yeah, no, I look, like you said, there's always two options there in the attacking sort of either left half space or right half space. And I think this 4-4-2 really becomes like a 4-2-4, especially in the attack. And then, when Mo feels like he's got to jump in, he'll jump in there. John Nelson's kind of being a little more withdrawn and just giving that support role for JP, because JP feels like I don't need the fullback coming outside of me. I can take this guy one-on-one. And he created that opportunity earlier, right after the EAFC 26 moment there with the bobble
over the bar.
Ooh, that's ambitious. Okay.
I don't mind it. No, yeah, definitely. I think what Painsel's doing. It's a winger thing, but it's a lot of what Gabriel Peck did a lot last year, even when he was struggling in form too, was just being able to take on his man.
Yeah.
Whether it's successfully or not successfully, I think defined a lot of what his season was last year. But Joseph Paintsel really prides himself on getting in behind. But how does that work against a low block? How does that work against a team that's just going to sit deep? They're just going to sit deep defensively and be like, we're going to bend, but we're not going to break.
Right.
And that's where you take on players. That's where it brings you success. So, I'm excited to see Joseph Paintsel in a World Cup year. I think it's going to be some of his best ball we've seen for the Galaxy.
See what he's trying to do there. But
And then we haven't been live since this rumor, but well, first of all, we'll start with the obvious, just nonsense rumors. Cristiano Ronaldo to the Galaxy. I saw on a TikTok because his negotiations with Al Nassr are just, he's mad about the whole Benzema situation, the fact that he got to go to Al Hilal after playing for Al Ettifaq, and he thought it was just disproportionately like favoring Al Hilal because it's the same ownership group. It's all that stuff, and then there's stuff on like contract. Contractually, he wasn't happy with what Benzema got versus what he's getting, and how those certain things are guaranteed. Ramirez over the bar. That Ronaldo's not coming to the Galaxy. I saw a TikTok on it, and the TikTok blew up. It's just one of those things, silly season rumors where the Galaxy are going to be linked to big players like that. How many years have we been linked to, like, before Messi went to Miami? I know there was rumors of like, GBS checking in on Messi's availability, and things like that, where it's just like, obviously Messi ended up coming to MLS, but right now it's just Ronaldo's never coming to the Galaxy, in my opinion. And that's just going to be how it is. Another MLS team, potentially. Could it be Sporting Kansas City, who were very close to signing him before Al Nassr did? Maybe. Could it be LAFC? Unfortunately, probably way more of a realistic option than us. But Ronaldo to the Galaxy, it's just, I'm never buying that. So we could tone that down. But the one that I wanted to ask you about was Philip Coutinho, linked to the Galaxy, former Liverpool and Barcelona attacking midfielder, now being linked to the Galaxy after his contract termination with Vasco da Gama. How do you feel about this? How do you feel about Philip Coutinho potentially coming to the Galaxy?
Well, I think from a fit, like a positional fit, I think it's something the Galaxy need, right? Like a number 10 to kind of replace Ricky. So on paper, it makes sense, but then you kind of look into it and peel back the layers. Like, I just have a lot of more questions than certainties about Philip Coutinho. Like, I have questions about his motivation, even just his quality. Like, we know he has quality, but is it still there at this point in his career? I have more questions, I think, than certainties. And I think knowing how Will Kuntz is trying to construct this roster, especially with, high character guys and, no disruptions in the locker room and or like motivational issues or concerns, like that's where I get tripped up. And I honestly, I haven't seen him play for the last 4 years, so I don't know if he's as good as the Coutinho I remember. Oh, JP's all acres of space.
Paintsel.
Come on, son.
Oh, Paintsel almost back in, pack back on the ball. John Nelson looking to cross it into the mixer.
This ball is really bouncing around today.
Cuevas
Miguel, on
over
the
the
end of that.
bar. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, going back to Coutinho though, you could carry on that if you had any more.
Oh no, that was pretty much
Yeah.
it. More questions, I think, than like, positives or certainties for me.
Yeah. No, I feel very similarly. I just as a Liverpool fan,
Sure.
Coutinho like would be, I guess, cool in a different scenario. But when I'm thinking as a Galaxy fan, I'm like, no, I don't want Philip Coutinho. And
Yeah.
the reliability of the source, it's not Bogart, it's not a Bogart level. It's
Yeah, he's
not,
been pretty quiet on it, and we've been
yeah,
trying to on our end as well, trying to verify as well with some sources. So
right.
nothing, haven't gotten
Crossing,
a clear answer yet.
yeah, nothing reaches nobody. Galaxy throw in.
Look
Yeah,
at
no,
Greg,
I just,
Greg
I
giving
think,
the universal signal of calm down, guys.
yeah, it's one of those things where his contract gets terminated. It's what club is he going to go to next? Hey, agent, let's say that he could be going to the Galaxy to drive his market up.
Yeah, they have 4 Brazilians on their team. Let's try that
Yeah,
one out.
yeah, they have Peck, Nascimento, Klaus. It's like a Brazilian sanctuary, as my friend Carlos would say. And
There you go.
I don't think it's gonna happen. And if it did happen, I question it. And salary wise, I think he'd be demanding at least probably 600, 700K. Not even trying to make a 6-7 joke, but I think that was similar to what he was making at Vasco. And then you have to factor in the cost of an international spot right now. And
Yeah.
it's unrealistic. Kuntz said that they're basically done this window. They're happy with what they have. So I think that's it. I don't think you'll see much more on Coutinho until he signs with his next team. And maybe it's an MLS, but I don't think it'll be with the Galaxy. And if it is, I agree with you. I think he's past his prime. His best days are over. And I question whether he would even have the motivation to want to
Yeah.
perform.
Peyton, I'm going to throw a name at you because I just saw this in the news the other day, and this player is actually being linked to Derby County in
Yeah.
the League One or Premiership, or sorry, Championship. I don't know which one.
Yeah, I believe.
Amin Bassi from Houston Dynamo, still a free agent.
I like that. I like that kind of move. I think he has a lot of quality, and he's a proven player within Major League Soccer.
Always plays well against the Galaxy, I feel like.
Yep, always plays well against the Galaxy. It doesn't matter for much, but it counts for something. I like it. I like it. I think if the price is right, this is a deal that you probably end up doing. But once again, I think he's an international player. What does the Galaxy's cap situation look like right now?
That's a fair point.
I feel like whatever move that we see happen, whether it's an attacking midfielder, whatever position of need we end up having after the World Cup, will be addressed then. I think there's ways to open up the roster. I think right now they're just like, this is what it is, and we're going to roll with it going into the MLS season. But Amin Bassi, he'll probably end up going to Derby County or wherever. If there's offers from Europe, I'm sure he'd probably rather play in Europe.
Right.
But if you're the Galaxy, I think you probably throw a number at him. The question is, if he's an international player, it's so crazy how much international spot inflation's growing. Like it used to be like 150K could get you an international spot, and now it's like, yeah, it's gonna be like 500K. And I don't know why, but I can't help but blame it on Inter Miami, because why not? They have about 30 international players on their 30-man roster. So when worst comes to worst, when you're ever in question, just blame Inter Miami, and that brings me a lot of comfort.
Peyton, someone in the chat saying that we need a goal.
Yeah.
I think the longer this game.
Here.
There we go. Oh,
Nascimento gets on the ball. No goal's gonna happen.
Great interplay though. Great idea. I think he was off anyways.
Yeah.
The longer this game goes on, I think the nervous will get. So do you think ideally the Galaxy need a goal before halftime?
No. I don't think you need one. I obviously prefer one. But I think we're very capable of bringing in some players off of the bench in the second half, like Joao Klaus. Like Marco Royce, just absolute quality players who could make a difference and bring this team to life even more so. Bad turnover here. Paintsil on the ball. Paintsil going in behind. Barely gets that one out for a corner.
Oh my goodness.
That's a good clearance.
Unlucky, son. Yeah.
I don't think you need one because I feel like the Galaxy are building into things. Right now, it's the first 30 minutes of your 2026 season. There's going to be so many more minutes to be played. I feel like we're a bit lagged behind, and that's all right. I think we'll wake up at a point. You could see what they're trying to do. You could see the ideas are there. I think second half, either we're going to start to actually gel a little bit, or the quality will just ultimately prevail. But yeah, ideally you'd want a goal before first half. I don't think you need it. I don't think it's do or die. Do you think we need a goal before half?
Yeah, I'm with you. Ideally we do, but I think this is like one of those games where, and it might feed into your point a little bit, where once the Galaxy get the first goal, I feel like the floodgates are going to open. I feel like we're going to score in bunches. And the longer we don't score a goal, though, I feel like the longer we won't score a goal, and this might end 0-0. Like, it's one of those games where it's like we need the first goal, and I think this can be easily 2-3-4.
Definitely. You know how that LAFC game ended up turning into just an absolute bloodbath, as their goalkeeper looks like he's down with the knee injury here. Galaxy,
I was asked on another podcast last night, and I wanted your opinion on this. Do you think the LAFC result last night have any sort of impact or effect on how the Galaxy approach this game?
No. I think the Galaxy are going to approach this game the same way that they did. I'd be a little more concerned if it did. I think LAFC's versus Galaxy's expectations for CONCACAF this season are drastically different. I think the Galaxy are prioritizing MLS, at least in the early stages. If we make the quarterfinals, then yeah, you'll probably see, Klaus and Royce play. But early on against Sporting San Miguelito, if your squad depth can't carry you through this round and next round, then you have some serious issues. LAFC, however, I think the expectation is that they can make at least the semifinals in CONCACAF. And to them, they want to make a statement off of the rip, and they did. I think they have potential to win CONCACAF. I don't think
play JP again. Oh, unlucky, son. God.
I just think the potential is different, and that probably shapes how the Galaxy approach this, where it's not CONCACAF or nothing for us. And for LAFC, I think, they could probably put MLS to the backseat a little bit. And we're getting turnovers in really good spots this game. I
really like how aggressive we are in the tackle. Like, we're winning a lot of duels.
Yep.
And just as I say that, the commentators curse. We lose one, but come on.
Oh, there we go. Back on the ball. Gabriel Peck. Peck weaves through a defender. Has Ramirez open in the middle. Just doesn't find him coming.
We're doing everything right until the final ball. That's it. That's all we're missing right now. It's just that final ball. But we have them rattled. I mean, they're throwing the ball away.
Yeah.
They're giving us the balls in dangerous situations, but we're not taking advantage of it. So I think the more this game goes like this, I think I would rather get a goal before halftime, because if we don't unlock this goal on the other end here, it might start weighing on these guys, and they might start forcing it. Because right now we're just playing with the freedom. Like, JP's trying to take his man on. Peck looks like he's on his bike today. Everyone looks on it. It's just we're missing that final ball.
Yeah, it's just, these are things that come with time. It comes with minutes logged this season. We just, it's rust. It's rust when it comes to the final ball. Like, these are things
pitch,
that,
man. It's also this pitch. That ball is bouncing around. Like,
definitely. Like, this is always destined to be a bit of a scrappy one. Anybody who's expecting us to just come out of the gates and do their heads in just was probably going to be a little disappointed. If you have that expectation, even though you are the LA Galaxy, it's this team's like 7 games into their season. We're just starting.
Oh, JP again. Beautiful. Yeah. Oh,
unlucky.
Another corner. That's got to be like 4th or 5th corner by now.
Painsel's torching that right back on that side. He needs to keep playing with that level of aggression. It's going to go out for a corner. Yeah, I mean, it is the final ball though. I think we'll see a goal here very soon potentially if we keep building up like this.
Yeah, we're on the front foot
when you're on the power play.
Yeah, we're on the ascendancy right now, but we've got to make it count ideally.
Paintsell into the box. Peck. Ooh. Does that deflect for a corner?
I think that's got to deflect off. Oh, because otherwise that's a goal.
Yeah, that does. Wow, just a crucial touch. I want to see a replay on that. You know that one's going into the back of the net. Can these CONCACAF patches like go on sale? Like, I'll pay an extra like $10 at the Galaxy team store if we could get a CONCACAF patch instead of like one of the other ones, like the RBC. Oh, Lesness at the back post, almost. He's just such an aerial threat. We've went from like a really small, like physically dominated team when it comes to set pieces, even defending them, to just, I mean, Yoshida is a guy who just can get in the box at any point,
Marco, Emmy, warming up there.
You got Jakub Golesnes, who is just always been an aerial threat for Philadelphia. Even Justin Hack is a huge one. It's just completely transformed. I think that the air side of the game for the Galaxy.
Yeah, we kind of forget. Martin Cáceres was a bit of an aerial threat as well.
Crossed into the box, man, almost open in the middle. The ball's just a little overshot. Wins that battle with John Nelson. Back post, he's open. Header, goal.
No way, man.
Okay, where is the marking there? Like, how's everybody just shifted to that left-hand side? I mean, they're going crazy, but...
And this is what I was saying. Like, with it, that goal completely came against the run of play. Right? So that's what I was saying. Like, if you're on the ascendancy, you've got to make it count. And that's why I wanted that goal before the half.
Yeah,
and now we're on the back foot. Yeah, now we're now these.
It looks like the trailing runner was Cerrillo.
But also, no one came out. No one had the urgency to cut out that cross, man.
Yeah, it's just a free cross. It's a guy wide open back post. It's a good header. I'll give credit to the header. He did what he's supposed to do. But just once again, I talked about them being more aerial dominant this year. It doesn't matter if you can't freaking mark. Like,
yeah, you can't
mark a guy in the box. Look at how much space he has. This isn't even.
Oh, I think Edwin turned his head. He lost his marker. Cuevas was pinned with that man right there. No one tracked him.
I mean, Cuevas was really doing what he was supposed to do. He just picked up a man who was unmarked as well. But yeah, Cerrillo has to be more alert to that. I don't know what he's marking there. And I'm huge on Edwin Cerrillo, but that goal is definitely at fault of his for that marking there. 1-0 Sporting San Miguelito.
That's a good start. All right, let's it'll be interesting here to see. I always in these situations want to see what the response is like. Yeah. And then I can judge my response from there, really. So we'll see. I think now a goal before the half is imperative in my opinion.
This remind you a little of that Herediano match where we had a
little bit. Yeah. When did they score? Did they score in the first half as well?
It was second half, I believe. It was a little into the second half, but we had all the momentum. Yeah. We were looking good, and then just a defensive lapse. One of Sporting San Miguelito's like genuine real attempts in building up, and they just break us down. I mean, we're so back. We're so back, man. We're going to go through this together again, but luckily there's still room, like you said, for the Galaxy to come back in this match.
I mean, again, offensively, they've looked on it. It's just that final ball, and that's what usually happens with, with possession heavy teams is you got to make it count. You got to make that possession count. And right now it's, we get pipped the other way, and just one bad mistake and the Galaxy are 1-0 down. But you know what? Like, these guys, they should have the confidence to make this happen. No, it's really interesting. We are really high press. I mean, this is the right thing. We've got to press them into mistakes. That's the way we're gonna get this goal.
Yeah.
I have a feeling we're gonna get this goal not from a build up, but from pressing from a mistake, and then we're in 2-3 passes and goal.
Yeah.
So let's see how the
We've
Galaxy
done
do
very
this.
well with the high press off of a turnover, just forcing those kind of mistakes from San Miguelito.
Yeah, and just winning the second ball.
Yeah.
But now San Miguelito, I mean, this is park the bus time. Like they're all in their own half. 2 banks of 4. Yeah.
I mean, it just comes from one of their first genuine attempts, as Will says in the chat. It's just, man, the defensive woes just continue. How many times did you see that last year? Just an absolute breakdown. And here it happens again. It's just disappointing to me, but it's okay. We just can't allow that second goal. We can't go down 2-0 in this match. We have to keep playing the way that we were, and just these lapses, we just got to shore it up. And then marking defensively is just, it's been an issue for however long it's been. Is ridiculous to me. The worst thing that could happen from that goal is you just time lapse back into 2025 and heads start to drop. But I think that's going to be the real test of how much Greg Vanney has this locker room right now, has the belief within the players, is the response from the Galaxy.
Yeah, that's why I want to see this response right now. I want to see what the players' body language is like. Are they determined or are they dejected? Let's see.
Yeah, it's just.
Oh no! I mean, come on. He got the ball. Like, if anything, he fell on John Nelson's leg.
Oh, they called that on Nelson?
That's ball first all day.
He cleanly wins that. I mean, I guess maybe they call the arm thing at the end, but I don't know what he's supposed to do.
Well, he's trying to brace himself.
Yeah, I don't know what he's supposed to do there. I think that's a very natural thing to do as a guy who's about to take a fall. They're in behind again. Jakub Golesnes defending. Good poke of the ball there.
That's good 1v1 defending. That's what the Galaxy were missing last year. Good solid 1v1 defending.
That's 2025. It's 2-0 right now. Someone's just gonna get torched with pace. But 3 minutes away from halftime right now. Peck with a great turn. Just once again, the final ball. Can't find Ramirez in.
Come on. These guys can't get frustrated. They have to keep going. And also remember, we've got reinforcements, so like grind these guys down to where they're completely tired, and then you bring your bench on and just turn it on. Like,
we have our A squad on the bench. Like, we have game changers on the bench. I don't think they do. At least to not the extent that we do, when you could bring Marco Royce off of the bench, when you could bring Joao Klaus off of the bench. It's just drastically different in your options there. Paintsill again, just trying to take on his man, wins a throw in. Okay. I mean, if you're trying to go more, offensive minded, obviously you bring in Klaus.
Oh, come on, guys.
Nascimento has a shot over the
ball. I think I'm ahead of you now, somehow.
I'm at like 43.05.
I'm at 9. I'm actually closer to Fat Mob now.
Okay. Let me
refresh.
Let me refresh my thing here. I mean, all things considered, it's not exactly what you'd hope for, but it's not surprising, I don't think. We can't underestimate this team. Everyone knew that. I'm just hoping that.
Look at the speed. Come on. Oh, unlucky.
Paintsill in behind. Paintsill again tries to go for Peck. I think I'm even farther behind now.
Yeah, somehow you're further behind. I don't know how that happened. Okay. All right, I'll try to shut up. I'll let you narrate.
You're good. I'm just trying to catch up here, and it like shifts. I mean, it looks like he tried, but man, just square that hard against the ground. Maybe it's the turf, but I was hoping for a little more from that ball from Paintsville there. Another good turn. Oh, I thought that Nascimento. Oh, okay. I just jumped ahead 10 seconds.
Oh,
I'm
where are
at
you now?
44-25.
Oh, okay. I'm ahead of you. I'm at 35 now.
Okay. Oh, hi. Okay. I'm still far behind. I just there's not much to say. It feels like it's undeserved being behind going into half, but that's all it takes in the game is just one mistake, and it is what it is, and that's something that you're gonna have to pick yourselves up against, and that's something Greg Vandy's gonna have to address. Good aggressive tackle by Jakob Gillespie. 2 minutes of stoppage time incoming. What would you like to see tactically coming from the second half from the Galaxy?
Oh man, I honestly don't think it's anything tactical. I think it's just execution, Peyton. I think it's just execution in the final third, and having less defensive lapses, especially on plays. I mean, I said it in our pod, like you're gonna have a couple of moments where San Miguelito counters on you, and you're gonna have to diffuse those situations. And unfortunately, we haven't yet. We haven't passed that test, at least in one occasion, right? Like Jakob Glesnes made a good tackle. John Nelson made a good tackle earlier in the first half, but as I said, the longer that game went on 0-0 without the Galaxy, no, you're knocking on the door, but they're not getting anything to show for it. It's going to weigh on them, and it opens it up for a defensive lapse like we did. So I think it's just execution, man. I don't think it's anything tactical. I think that the press is working in terms of turning them over in dangerous parts of the pitch, but now you see it, we're kind of dropping off just a little bit, probably because of that heat and humidity. Like we can't press for the whole 90 minutes, so we got to do it in spurts.
Right.
So
I think this team's ready to head into halftime and regroup.
It looks like it, yeah.
Yeah, I do agree. How many times have we gotten like this close and just missed the final ball? I think what we're doing is right. I think we're causing havoc to their back line.
And they're going long every time like this. Like
Yeah.
that's the way they're trying to beat us right now. That's the only way they can progress the ball through the lines. Like just going for long balls.
Yeah, Gillespie clears that out. Marcinkowski just blasts it.
Back post again.
Let's see. Yeah, they're just gonna have a cross, heads back post, Cuevas defending. Edwin Cerrillo picks that up good in the midfield. Peck, can he counter? I don't think there's much time left. Yeah, that should be the end of the half, I'm presuming. They're going to call that foul, but I don't think there's much left in this. It's a little lethargic, I feel like. And I feel like it was that way a lot last year. It's just you build up good, but this team concedes and they just drop their heads in the same way that they're playing with the same aggression just isn't there. And we're going to head into halftime down 1-0 in Panama, but this is a little concerning to me. It's early on in the season. These are matches that they could potentially define a season. Even though it's this early on, this season is going to be defined by a CONCACAF run. And whether that run be an exit in the first round, an exit in the quarterfinals, or wherever it may be, is going to determine some people's jobs, in my opinion. It could determine the fate of our MLS season as well. Just the fact, and it's not to be over dramatic, it's just to say that this game is with a sense of urgency. An urgency that we don't have right now because for various reasons, it's early. It's early on in the season, and these guys don't have the fitness right now. It looks to, like you said, press a full 90 minutes. They don't have the chemistry yet with some of the newer guys. Like I'm sure Justin Hack is, a bit unfamiliar with playing a Edwin Cerrillo midfield. But we have game changers off the bench. And as long as the Galaxy shore up our individual mistakes like it was last season. How many times last season was it just an individual mistake, not marking a man back post, just somebody doing a bad turnover that leads to a goal that despite all the momentum, how many games last year did we play genuinely well and we still conceded the first goal? Plenty of them. But it's how you respond. So,
Yeah. Still another 45 minutes to respond. All right, I'm gonna take a little break. I'll be back. Got to get some snacks and some
yes, sir.
liquids. So
Yeah,
I'll be back.
But from the second half, I just want to see the final product. We've talked about it all first half. It's not a lack of chances. This would be a completely different situation if the Galaxy were not creating right now. If the Galaxy were not creating, if they weren't spinning defenders' heads, I would be like, okay, this is really, really bad. And maybe it's just a little rust they have to shake off. But no, we're creating chances. And in fact, we have the ability to score multiple goals in the second half. It's just very dependent on the final product, the final pass, the final finish. Nascimento missed a sitter and potentially another. He had the ability to just square it inside to Christian Ramirez, or even if he just has the shot, it has to be on frame from 6 yards out. It's not an issue of quality either. We have players like Gabriel Peck and Paintsville, who I would point to as probably the stars of the first half. I think their ability to get in behind these fullbacks and take them on one and create space for others is brilliant. I just feel like we're, once again, final touch, just the final touch on this thing is it's not looking good. And I think Klaus off the bench is a guy who could turn this game on its head. You look at final product, if Greg Vanny's looking at this team and he's like, I don't like the end product Nascimento is giving me right now. I don't like, Christian Ramirez inability to be on the ball as it is, then put on Joao Klaus. Put on Joao Klaus and you'll get end product from him. He's a proven goal scorer in MLS, and that's a guy I'd look to probably at halftime. I think Klaus can go 45 minutes today without an issue and still play full on Sunday. I don't think that's an issue. So I'd bring him off the bench. And then maybe a little later in the second half, if you're still trailing, you could bring on a guy like Julian Ade. Not to knock on John Nelson. I think he's been fine. Maybe he could have been a bit more aggressive on closing down the cross that led to their goal. However, he's fine. I think you bring on Julian Ade just because the dynamic he adds in the attack. If you need to go for this game, if you need an equalizer coming back to LA, I think Julian Ade gives you a lot going forward with overlapping runs. Maybe you bring in some experience with Miki Amane or some youth with Harbor Miller. But I'll definitely go with Julian Ade, Joao Klaus, and then at a point, you bring in your experienced guy like Marco Royce, just an absolute chance creator, just an engine of the midfield, just the outlet that everything's going to go through. I think substitutions need to be very attacking minded. I don't think you're going to see many situations where the Galaxy are going to bring in like an Amiro Garces in this match. He might not play. Just because the fact that we don't need an Amiro Garces on the pitch right now. Let Yoshida run 90 minutes. It's fine. Just start Garces on Sunday. You knew that there was going to be a lot of rust to this match. The fact that this team's played 7 competitive games so far and we played 0. In 2026, our last competitive match was in October, early October, that is. It's understandable. Some of these things are very understandable. It's just there has to be urgency in the second half, and I want to see it. I want to see it from this team. Greg Vanny, there's pressure on the coaching staff. There's pressure on Will Kuntz, and you could see some of these things come up as it is. The fact that we don't have a proper finisher on the pitch, that we used our U22 spot on Nascimento, whose end product has been subpar, if I'm being kind. It's just, why do you make these kind of decisions? It's okay, go prove it. Go prove why Nascimento could be your, Vanny was demanding a 15 goal a season goal scorer in the off season. Nascimento's not going to be that guy, but can he carry you in a cup competition like this? Remains to be seen. Just Greg Vanney generally, you missed playoffs 3 of 5 years. CONCACAF, you play a team from Panama and a team from Jamaica. The bare minimum for the Galaxy in this competition needs to be quarterfinals. And that's not to disrespect San Miguelito. They're beating us right now. That's not to disrespect Mount Pleasant. They earn that spot by their performance in league. I mean, they don't give those, first round buys to any bums. These are good squads. Any team can beat anybody on any given day. And if we get complacent, that's what gives you a match like Herediano. There is a real chance, and this might sound obvious, but there's a real chance that we lose this fixture, that we lose this two-legged affair. But it can't happen. It can't happen. And they need to feel the pressure right now. It sucks that it's this way, but when you had such a bad 2025 season and there was such optimism going into 2026, and I'm sure there still is, it needs to be better. It needs to be better from everyone. But, it's not game over. It's not game over. There's 45 minutes to play. And I would expect this team to adjust because I trust Greg Vanney as a coach to make adjustments leading us into the second half that can put us on the scoreboard here. You don't need a win. It sounds crazy, but you don't need a win in Panama. You just need a result. You cannot lose this by multiple goals. You can't. You can't afford it. If this game goes to 2-0, that task in LA looks very daunting. If you don't get an away goal, it could be wraps. Because if they score 1 goal in LA, you're going to need 4. That's why just individually, I trust our defense as a unit. I think John Nelson is very steady at the back line. Mai Yoshida had a bad season last year. He's still capable of being an okay starting caliber center back. Jakub Golesnes is a top center back in probably North America. Mauricio Cuevas, I vouch for him personally to be the starting right back this season. So defensively, it's not a unit thing. Justin Hack in the midfield, very capable of dropping back. Edwin Cerrillo, very capable. It's not as a unit, it's what we're doing individually. And every time, whether it's 2025, 2026, it even happens sometimes when we had a rough spell in 2024, it's individual mistakes that are costing us games. It's not breakdowns. It's not like, it would be a different situation, in my opinion, if the Galaxy were just being broken down. If from open play, we were tactically just getting broken down in a way where they're folding our lines. Our midfield is just non-existent. Our defense is allowing chance after chance after chance. That's an issue. That's not the case right now. That's why I'm not as worried. It just is a little reminiscent of what happened last season, because that can cost you over a whole season. You start to shore up on these things like we did last year, and it's too late because you're out of the playoffs. You could shore up on these things again in the second leg, but it might be too late if you don't find a way back into this match and you keep allowing mistakes. We are doing very well when we high press. We are forcing turnovers from their back line. I like that. You can't do that for a full 90. That's why you need fresh legs in there. I think Klaus is a guy who could provide some pressing help, some link-up play help. He reminds me of a direct replacement for Nascimento because I think stylistically they're both kind of that false 9 type of striker. Obviously, Klaus is so much more polished. So I think you bring him in, and you need guys, maybe even like a Harvard Miller, who can just come out there and press the daylights out of this team. Get your wingers in behind. Paintsil and Peck, individually, very good players, but they need to be serviced. And that's why you probably bring in a Marco Reus. So, I mean, this isn't a bad statement. It just counterattacking wise, it seems like it's the chance that Greg Vanney's willing to take, is the fact that, hey, we're going to press up high with numbers and we're going to suffocate them in their own half. But if they break that, and you've seen it with the long balls, you've seen it in the first half, you're going to see it in the second half, because this team, San Miguelito, does not have the quality of the LA Galaxy to break us structurally. They don't, but you don't need that. You don't need that to beat the LA Galaxy. You need pace, and you need to be able to break the counterattack. And all it takes is one long ball. All it takes is one long ball in behind, and it could cause you some issues. So who's going to be tracking back for the Galaxy? Who's going to be back there? Who's going to be covering the back post runs? It looks a bit disoriented. It does, and it's looked like that for a long time now. I still very much back this team to have a very good second half, and probably get the equalizing goal. Am I expecting a result anymore? Or am I expecting a win? Probably not anymore. But I think a draw is okay. If I had to readjust my prediction, I think it'd be a 1-1 draw. I think we'll get back into this match, probably pull a goal in around the 70th minute mark, somewhere in that 70s, and push for that second goal, but they're just not going to be able to get it. It's disappointing to start the season this way, when everybody had optimism and hope that this was going to be different, but it's not to overreact. We can't be reactionary in these situations, but we do need to carry ourselves in a way where the second half needs to be a lot more aggressive. I like the way that we tackled. We were tackling with urgency. We were pressing with urgency. It's just final product wise was very, very, very subpar. And yeah, Ramirez, Nascimento up top. I saw the lineup. I was a little disappointed, mainly for the fact that I don't believe in them as starting caliber strikers for the Galaxy. That being said, they've even done worse than I've expected them to do in this match, because it's just they're getting in the right places, especially Nascimento. He's getting in the right spots, but he can't. It's been the same issue, and it's the same reason why I was questioning them bringing him back in the first place. Why on earth are you bringing back a guy whose best season was like 3 goals? Why? What has he proven to you? And especially with the clause that you automatically have the buy options automatically triggered if he starts 50% of the games, why do you bring him back? I think it's unfair to say right now to project that over, until he leaves in the summer. But I think that's going to be something we ask ourselves this whole season, is why did we bring Nascimento back? So that's why I bring it up more than anything. Let me see how close. It looks like we're getting ready to start back up in this match. Hopefully Ananda has all of his drinks and snacks in order so we could get the I keep getting these damn K Jewelers ads, dude. How many ball deflections in the first half? 17. Good grief. I mean, yeah, I could check Fought Mob here, but it was very good last ditch defending. And yeah, just a little shades of 2025 right now coming out, but hoping that does not remain the case. It looks like we are back underway for the second half right now. So hopefully we see better from this team. Let me get this stream up. All right, we good. We back for the second half. I'm checking if there's any subs. Let me refresh my tab. Okay, another K Jewelers ad, man. Are we serious? I don't believe there's any subs at halftime. That's fine. All right, we're back underway. The stream's back. I'm at 40 for anyone who wants to sync it with commentary. Oh, no, 45-47 now. Ball's gone out of play. All right. I wish this water. There's something left in this water. Let's try this. My throat's getting a little dry. I think Sporting San Miguelito is more than happy to keep this game 1-0. I wouldn't be surprised if you see them drop even deeper than they played in the first half. And they were playing pretty freaking deep. Like that's something you're just not going to see against New York City, but they are in the back, they are in behind right now. Testing Mauricio Cuevas. Playing into our midfield. Edmund Cerrillo does good at picking that one out. Paintsil also dropping deep. That was something interesting you saw, is the fact that our wingers are dropping very deep. I don't know if you're going to see a 3-back at any point, but if you do, that would require Joseph Paintsil and Gabriel Peck to be able to drop deep and help out that back line, and that's something that you're seeing a little right now. Building out with Jakub Golesnes, I would love to see him get a goal in his opening match for the Galaxy. I thought he's been very solid so far. He's also been one of the bright spots for me. Cuevas has looked a little off. Let me see if Anand is ready to come back in. Okay. Yeah, I do agree though. If we do have another year of this, then I'm okay with Greg Vanny getting the sack. But Ananda, welcome back in.
Hey man.
Oh, all right. My stream's at 47:37 right now.
I'm still like 5 seconds ahead of you, I think.
Okay, perfect. But yeah, any thoughts going into the second half? Do you have a revised prediction? I don't think we got your original prediction.
My original prediction was 2-0, so that's not obviously happening.
Okay. Ramirez. Oh, just doesn't connect on the end of that one.
So,
okay.
I mean, I hope we can still get the 2. I still hope we can reach the 2. Like whether it's subs, like I said, I feel like if we especially with our subs, like I feel like Marco Reus is that guy that could just like, I went downstairs. I was like, you know what? All we're just missing is honestly just added composure in the final third. That's all we need, just composure, right? There's a lot of like block shots and whiffs and misses, and we just need that composure in the final third. I think Royce and Klaus bring a little bit of that if these guys can't get it done, if the starters can't get it done. So that, I mean, that's the whole point of having a bench, right? So let's see the reaction. I just hope we start the same way we started the first half, on the front foot, pressing them into mistakes, JP taking on his man, us being brave. And hopefully we see end product. That's the only thing that's missing right now.
100%. Yeah. End product. How many times will we talk about that before the end of this game? Oh, man, that's really all it is. Seeing these new kits. Ramirez tries to get on the end of that. Paintsil has a shot over the bar. Clean look from Paintsil. Just that's always going to be a tough one to connect on. Yeah. Does seeing these jerseys in game change anything for you on you liking it more or less?
I think I need to see it in person. It's kind of one of those things too. And also like it's like I need to like try it on and like see it. Like sometimes like jerseys look really good on the rack, and then I put it on and I'm like, oh, that's not it.
Yeah.
That's definitely not it.
Yeah, I know. I got
way to cut that out, Golesnes. Love that defending.
Oh, good defending by Jakub Golesnes there. That's why you pay the big money for him.
That's right. He's a committed defender. I mean, Nimai is the same way. He's just, maybe physically not able anymore. But
is it possible if you could pause your stream for like 3 seconds so we're like totally synced up?
Let me see if that'll work.
Because I think I'm like just a little behind.
Nope, because it refreshes back to the same timestamp.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, you're good. Header into the box over the bar for San Miguelito. They're looking lively too. They're looking like they want this second goal. And
they're at home. This is their best chance. Like they're not.
I think they know they
have less of a chance.
They know they can't go back to LA up 1-0. I think they know that they're gonna.
I agree.
That's an okay result, but they're gonna need to put 2 goals on us to really put this in jeopardy for us. Man, I don't even want to I'm hoping for a big second half, because I don't even want to think about the reality where we are like down multiple goals in this fixture going back to LA. Just what an absolute embarrassment it would be for this organization to go out in the first round of CONCACAF to Panama side.
So I have 2 thumbnails queued up for our post-match stream. And I am hoping to God I don't need to put up the L thumbnail that I have queued up. So Galaxy, please do something in the second half so I don't have to bust that one out.
Yeah, I always had like when I ran Galaxy Buzz, I always had like a good meme selection for losses because it's
Oh, brother.
oh man,
That
well,
would
I
be
was
bad.
like I don't want to post these, but man, these are funny as hell.
Let's see here.
Yeah, praying for at least a draw here. I think it's a result that you could live with yourself with. Hack just can't settle that ball there, but gets it to JP. That's good. Paint still taking on a man. Paint still it out.
They're doubling up now. They're learning. They're learning from the first half.
See, that's what teams did a lot last year is they would double up on Paintsil or Peck on that wing, and it creates space for other people, but we have to have the quality all around the pitch to be able to capitalize on that, which we didn't have.
Yeah, we've got to get someone closer to him there. If he's getting doubled up, someone's either got to make a run off of him. Nasi's got to come short for him and play the 1-2, or he needs support from Nelson. Either or, like
definitely
choose your chess piece there, Greg, or team. Oh, that's a good move there.
Blessness. This team's very high up right now. Cuevas weaving in behind. Cuevas. Oh, just Nascimento loses it again. Cerrillo just
blasting Rose
out. Yeah. Nascimento, man, he's had a stinker this game. I think he needs to get hooked probably within the next 10 minutes. That'd be my first sub if I was Vanny. Okay. I do have a weird prediction for this CONCACAF. I think that, and I don't even know if this is weird, but it's kind of bold. I think this will be the first year since Seattle that an MLS team wins it. And you could bookmark that. You could come back when a Liga MX team wins it, but I do genuinely think an MLS team will win CONCACAF this year. Which I hope not, because I like being in that little exclusive club. I was a bit disappointed when Seattle won it because I was like, damn, I really like being in that club with just us in DC. But I think
I can see that.
Funny. It was always funny too when also like, I say that because Miami is just absolutely put all, eggs on the, all eggs in the CONCACAF basket. I think you see it with LAFC too. They're putting everything into CONCACAF. Not that Liga MX teams aren't doing the same.
Great tackle, son.
I think the quality. Oh, great tackle by Justin Hack. Just crunched him. Nascimento out wide.
No ref. Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, just shoves into him. No,
nothing.
Yeah, that's CONCACAF for you, man. He literally extended that elbow outwards. That's crazy to me. Okay.
That's wild.
Well, 55th minute. 10 minutes into the second half. I mean, I think you've seen Sporting get more into this match than I perhaps expected them to. I thought they were going to be a bit more comfortable with the lead that they had, but they're playing it smart.
Well, it's like you're saying. I don't think they're happy with a 1-goal lead. Yeah. They need another. This is their best chance.
And then the away goal rule, not in UEFA, but it is in CONCACAF Champions. That applies to, which is huge too, because an away goal here,
you need one, yeah.
An away goal here, and all you have to do is draw 0-0 at Dignity Health Sports. Oh, they're in behind here in the back.
Blessness again.
Blessness. Good block out.
He's a really solid defender.
Yeah, he's already showing it. He's already showing why he's class. This guy's going to be a fan favorite, I think. And that's difficult from a defender.
For a defender, yeah.
Everything's put under a microscope, but he's just that guy. I know Philadelphia fans were losing their mind a bit. But
thoughts on the first sub here, Nasi, for you?
I haven't seen the sub yet.
Oh, no, sorry. Just like what you would do.
Oh, yeah, Nasi for Klaus. You could, I don't know how much longer I'd keep Ramirez on. I'd probably also take Ramirez off for Royce, and you move into one striker system. Oh, Nelson's just scuffed.
So I see Klaus, and I can't see who the other person was warming up.
Yeah, I think you bring Klaus in. I think you bring Klaus and Royce in.
I think it's time.
Royce for Ramirez, Klaus for Nasi.
Sanabria. Sanabria. That's who else is looking like they're getting ready. So Klaus and Sanabria. I was actually gonna say Edwin. Funny enough.
I'm not sure what Sanabria provides in this match.
I think he just like if we're trying to win the ball back, I think he does a really good job getting stuck in winning the ball in a good area of the pitch. I think at this point, like we're kind of chasing a little bit.
Yeah.
So Edwin's been okay, just hasn't been great. Just
that's just
I think
the first sub I'd make.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see if he'll take out Cirio or Hack.
I imagine it'd be
like
Hack.
why give that ball away right there?
I imagine it would be Hack because I don't think Cirio. I think Cirio's good to go 90 because he's not playing this weekend. I think they expect.
Oh, that's a good point. That's a good point.
Weekend, so
yeah, that's a good point.
I could be wrong, but I think it'd be Hack here. Let's see.
Ramirez. Or we might actually, you know what? It might be Ramirez for.
Is that the only sub we're making?
Oh, Royce. Oh, there's 3. Okay, wow. Okay.
Oh, and Royce. Okay, triple sub. It looks like.
Okay, so now we're gonna go 4-2-3-1 again.
I'm okay with that. Now that I see the full picture, I'm okay with that. I just was under the impression the only sub we were gonna make was Sanabria, and I was like, not too sure about that.
See, I would have liked to see a 4-4-2. I know it's wild. I would have liked to see a 4-4-2 with Klaus and Nasi, not with Nasi and Ramirez. I think that would have worked. But okay, there's Justin Hack. Yeah, you called that one.
Yeah.
That sounds right. That sounds right.
Cirio can go the 90.
Thoughts on Hack's debut?
It was all right. I would give it a 7 out of 10. It wasn't anything spectacular, but I think he was
a couple nice challenges and but nothing else.
Once again, he was good at getting stuck in. Stuck into certain challenges. I think that's maybe a like for like with Sanabria is the fact that they can both get stuck into a challenge for the better or worse for Sanabria. But I think Justin Hack was a little less comfortable on the ball than I would like to see. I'd like to see that side of his game get improved a bit, but generally I think defensively he's always been that guy. So I like it. It's a solid debut. You're building into something and get him ready for New York City, and he needs to start that match too. So Gillespie launches one for Paintsel out for another throw in. Okay. Yeah, those subs came at the right time. I do like that by Vanny. See how the first 10-15 minutes plays out, and you bring in your difference makers. JT to Glesnes. Glesnes just sends another long ball. He has a good long ball. They're going to try to hit us on the counter, though. It looks like we're going to be a little late at tracking back. Glesnes is going to have to prep. This guy's him. This guy is just that, scratch Paintsel and Peck for man in the match right now. It's been Jakob Glesnes.
That's out.
Incredible. Every time I've seen him, it's just he's done the right thing. Wow. 30 minutes. 30 minutes left. We played 2/3 of this match. Oh, that patch is coming off. Scratch that thing on the CONCACAF patch. It doesn't look very sturdy. Okay. These jerseys for San Miguelito look like something I would get off of Coco 101. My little my little Depop jersey site.
From afar, they just like AC Milan jerseys, but
yeah, definitely. We're playing
Milan. Get there.
Oh, heck. This is a good idea. It just didn't have anyone behind them.
Oh wow.
Oof, that's gonna be a yellow probably. That might be a fair yellow if they give that.
Oh wow. The ref didn't even give it.
Okay.
That's wild.
He gave a foul.
I mean, he just gave a foul. That's wild.
Okay. Wow, the fact that I didn't get a yellow is a bit lucky on Cerrillo's behalf.
60 minutes in, 1-0 down. That's disappointing.
All right. Well, yeah, I'm actually not sure how that's not a yellow card, but he gets away with one there. Cerrillo's always been very aggressive on the ball or off the ball, trying to defend. Long ball launched. Tries to test John Nelson. They've been picking apart John Nelson a lot. I feel like John Nelson being tested again. Sporting player pressing him deep. Nelson just lets go a corner. But I'm okay with that. I think that's a difficult situation to be in. Ideally, you want like a throw in or something, but it's okay.
He took the safe option. I'm cool with that.
Yeah, he took the safe option. It's better than giving up the ball in that area. See, like if you're Klaus, like why are you not going bald there? Like it wouldn't even be a bad, like I don't even think it'd be terrible if he was bald. It looks worse that he's trying to save it. Like because it's just he looks like Big Bird. I don't know. Okay. They're gonna swing this ball into the box here from the corner kick, and Klaus clears it out with that big old balding head. All right. Another corner coming for San Miguelito. Do you see what I mean by the lightning on the crest, or am I tripping?
Okay, from afar, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
JT
unless you said something about it, I wouldn't have been fixated on it.
I saw it from the first time. There was like a real leak of the jersey, like an in-person leak of it. I was like, is there lightning on the crest? I was like, really? Like, because I would like that. I think something like that could be potentially cool. I'd prefer it on the sponsor, but Herbalife isn't a very cool sponsor to do much with. Give us a Jeep sponsor, man. Give us something cool like that. It's interesting how long we've been locked into Herbalife for. Just a random little side note. I feel like we're never getting out of Herbalife.
We're gonna be super progressive and have a Rivian sponsorship, or
Yeah.
Okay, 16.
But you've even seen like our crosstown rivals have gone through 3 jersey sponsors and like their short existence. And during the whole time they've been in the league, we've just been Herbalife and way beyond. Like back into their Chivas USA days, we've been Herbalife. I'm sick of it, but that's an obvious little thing. Klaus tries it. No foul called. They're gonna counter the Galaxy here. San Miguelito.
There we go. That's how you
Edwin,
that.
good tackle.
Unlucky.
Oof, Golesnes. Good play out of the back.
So cool, man. Too cool.
Yeah.
He's so calm. That's what we need though in the back. Like that's really who we needed. It was calm. And against this team, I don't mind the center back partnership. Like we just need cool heads back there, especially in those situations like him and Maya. But now it's his final third, guys. What are you gonna do in the final third? Come on.
Building out the back. It's also interesting seeing tactically as this ball is just going to be fired back into Joseph Paintsil, though. Golesnes is not a ball playing center back. That's something he's going to have to adjust to because
he has a good long ball. He has a good switch, but like, well, let's see it right now.
Golesnes
right on point.
Paintsil, good ball. Paintsil working on the defender again.
All right, we'll take the corner. Come on, guys. Let's make this count.
Yeah.
Look for Golesnes.
Yeah, genuinely. He looks like he'll be a threat back post for the Galaxy this season.
Where's Zavaleta when you need a goal? Just kidding.
Genuinely. Oh, okay, Garces is in. He's coming in for
Jakob.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Wow.
I mean, he has pace, and I love Garces.
Should have been for Yoshida, right?
It would have been Yoshida
Yeah,
for me.
I
I
agree.
think I don't think that back line I don't think many teams are getting past that back line.
Oh,
Heck,
wow.
back post tries.
Now he's the target because you just got rid of your back post target
Yeah.
off a corner. I don't know about that one, Greg.
Yeah, I wouldn't have done that.
Or at least after the play, like keep your target,
right.
like keep your back post target in there.
Definitely. Okay. That's crazy. I can't even watch the video. I can't even watch the YouTube stream. It says not available in your country. It's fine. The main one's working now, but it's just behind. I'm at the 67th minute. Time's ticking. Time is ticking for the Galaxy. We've had some half chances. We've had some major ones, but none of it we made count.
Oh my goodness.
Cuevas into the box. Cuevas to Nelson. Nelson. Peck hits it, deflected. I feel like every time I refresh this stream, I just get farther behind. Peck working on his defender. Cuevas into the middle. Paintsill scores. 1-1. There we go. That is the goal we needed.
Sorry, I tried not to say anything else.
Yeah, no, thank you. Oh man, just a great ball into the I heard my freaking phone notification
buzz
go off too. Yeah, I heard my phone buzz, and I was
I
like,
want to refresh that stream.
Yeah. Joseph Paintsill, great finish. It's a good ball into the box, though. That is the final.
You know what? I will take it. I will take it. That was not clean, but you know what? Sometimes you make your own luck. Got to get in the right positions. Klaus, by the way to body that guy off. Peck again. This is his determination. Good for entry, early ball. What's a nice little flick? Did he mean to do that flick? Wow.
I'm not sure. Let's see. Let's look at the slow-mo here. Cuevas. I don't think he meant to, but that works. That absolutely works. Okay, there we go. The Galaxy are knotted up at 1-1 here.
Oof.
Okay, now we need that second goal. Now we need that second goal. You got the away goal.
I got the 1, so I need the 2 now. I need the 2.
What?
I need the 2 now in my prediction. I need the 2 part to be right.
Prediction. Yeah, I said 1-1 at halftime, but before this match, I did say 2-0 as well. But I adjusted it to 1-1. But I'm hoping we could go get that second goal. All right. Sporting San Miguelito queuing up some subs. Just what an energy and momentum booster for the Galaxy that could prove to be. It's felt like on a day where at times is like, all right, maybe it's just not going to be our night.
We just need that first one. Like I said, now we're going to put the pressure on, and now Sporting San Miguelito is going to think.
Yeah.
I mean, they're still going to try to hit us on the counter, and they're going to try to pinch us in certain moments, but the Galaxy just need to keep piling on the pressure. And you know what? Sometimes, like I said, it doesn't need to be pretty. We just need to make our own breaks. That was good determination there by both Peck and Cuevas. Like before, Cuevas wasn't jumping into the play, but he saw an opportunity, jumped into the play, just put it in the box, and good things are going to happen. So Galaxy need to keep this up.
Definitely. We've been creating chances all game, but I think this team might have the confidence now to be able to. Looks like we're building out in a 3-back with Garces.
They're pushing up a little bit now.
Yeah,
we can see them. We're trying to draw them out, but look, they're being way more confrontational. We got to get that pass through.
Yeah, Yoshida chasing this one.
Oh, what a sublime touch! Yeah, you got to see this touch.
Garces, Sanabria sends a ball long and behind. Yeah, that's just Peck, man. Oh boy, Peck's gonna be a nuisance this season for every back line in MLS. Klaus, penalty. It's gotta be. That ball trickles out. Really? I need to see a replay.
Wow, these CONCACAF referees are wild.
I need to see a replay of that. But the fact that foul goes the other way is a little hilarious.
Does he kick his right leg? I couldn't see it. I
Let me have
couldn't
a
see
look
it from the
here.
first
Yeah, Klaus
replay.
is pissed. Let's see. Klaus. Yeah, he takes him down. There is no contact on the ball. It is all into the back of Klaus. Klaus thinks he has a penalty. That is all
Oh
into the
man,
back of Klaus's ankle.
play on, Peyton. Play on.
That's CONCACAF for you, man.
These referees are wild.
I don't agree with that call, and I'm not even being biased because if it was against the Galaxy, I'll tell you the same thing that's probably a penalty. And yeah, no, it just makes no contact in the ball, makes all the contact in the back of him, and the fact they call the foul the other way is a bit ridiculous. But
Well, let check this one. Check this foul on John Nelson and see if how different it was than Klaus.
yeah, no, anywhere else on the pitch, 100% they call that a foul.
Yeah, but if it because there's a penalty on the back of it, then they're not gonna.
Yep, it's just they're very different when they define what's a foul in any other part of the field versus penalty box. It like has to be more. That's crazy to me.
Good ball. Yep. All right, Galaxy's starting to get a foothold on the passing game now. They've just got to keep the intensity up here, keep the pressure on.
Yep. Let's get that second goal, lads. I don't think there's a VAR in CONCACAF, correct?
It's a great question. You might be right on that one.
Peck. To Cuevas. Peck. Cuevas. Great interplay here between them. Surreal gets involved. Cuevas again. Cuevas to Peck. Oh, just dispossessed. That was a great linkage.
See what a difference a goal makes? Now we're getting these in those passing rhythms again, like we were early in the first half. That goal knocked us back, but a goal does you wonders in the confidence and the mental part of the game. So now the Galaxy just got to keep us on, and before the game ends, make it count one more time at least.
Let's see. Is there VAR in CONCACAF Champions Cup? It's introduced in the quarterfinals, not these rounds. I think it's something to do with cost, but that's why that was reviewed there. I think that does probably go to review and get overturned. It's just on the field that's difficult to make that call, but he definitely made the wrong one. But they're gonna call foul in the Galaxy's favor now. They hacked Joao Klaus to the floor. It's gonna be free kick in a range where maybe a guy like Mauricio Cuevas or Marco Reus can deliver a ball into the box. We just, you're missing that Jakub Golesnes. What the hell was that? Something fell downstairs. That is not good. You're just missing that big aerial threat. Okay, but yeah, CONCACAF no VAR. That's why the Klaus one isn't going to be called a penalty. Should have been. I would tell you that whether it's the Galaxy or San Miguelito who's fouled there, it should have been a pen. But we're going to have to move on from that. 15 minutes left to grab a winner. Peck. Royce stand over it. Peck's going to send it in. Peck cleared out. Still on the ball, though. Nah, they're going to try to hit us on a counter here.
No way, dude.
Yeah, that's going to be a yellow. Yep. Lucas Sanabria gets a yellow there. Probably a smart foul to prevent the counterattack. Bearded Lucas Sanabria. I don't mind that one. I don't mind that foul.
All right, Peyton. So I actually don't have a thumb queued up for a draw, mind you. So I'm like, what am I gonna do here?
Shoot. You're just gonna have to bank we get a win here.
That's right.
You need them to win even more now. Make sure if you're watching this right now to like and subscribe. If you haven't already, we do live watch-alongs of every Galaxy away game. Win or lose, good season or bad season, we will be here no matter what. Surreal. Edwin plays it to Emiro Garces. Sanabria.
Oh dang! I missed. When did Harbor come in the games? I was just. So...
I think I missed that too. I don't even. Who did he come in for? Is it Paintsel? I'm assuming.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I don't
I don't
mind
mind
that.
that. I don't
I
mind
don't
that
mind
at
it.
all.
Yep.
Don't mind it at all.
Painsel's been running the whole game. Spare him for Sunday.
Yep.
Get the young lad some minutes.
Yep. He deserves it.
Yeah, definitely. Harbor's earned a spot in this team. You'll see him a lot going forward in the future. Definitely
Yeah.
has potential to bounce to Europe.
I mean, I'd like to see a little more of Tucker and Ruben, to be honest. I'd like to see just the young guys play together. Like, is there like a free hit game that we can?
Not many this year.
I know, right?
Not many this year. There's a lot of pressure in this organization, I think, to deliver this season, whether they want to admit it or not. But I would like to see some youth. It's just you saw them played in stretches last year, but it's just not fair when the team was as bad as it was. You know, you're putting in these guys who had a lot of energy in games where we're just down 3-0. Like, just a good ball in behind. Klaus chasing. Klaus, oof. If he could have got a little touch to the side of the goalkeeper, he's out of the picture.
Yep.
That reminds me of when I was playing FIFA Pro Clubs. That was something I'd always try to do around the keeper there.
Yep. Yeah, commentary's talking about right now. Once the Galaxy get back, they don't have to travel anywhere. 3 games. Next 3 games are at home, including the second leg. So
Yep.
that's a positive.
It's a lot of games in 12 days. I think it's 4 games in 12 days. But like you said, you fly back from Panama and you're just in the comfort of your home. You're training in sunny Los Angeles, although it's not been that sunny recently.
Right.
But you get to train in Los Angeles, you know, you get to sleep in your own bed. It's just
that's the other thing too, is like these guys are not going to have a lot of days to train because they have to prep for games like 4 of those days, or
probably do a light session tomorrow. You probably do, if any, you probably just do a light. I don't even know. It depends what time they get back. They might do no session tomorrow, light session Saturday, you know, / like review, walkthrough type of thing. And then Sunday, you just got to be ready.
Right.
That's why you start earlier. That's why you start your whole preseason earlier than like a New York City FC probably did. Just because the fact that you got to be ready so much quicker. Sanabria was playing a left back in this build.
All right. This is last 10 minutes now. They look like they're going to get tired. Oh my God. They look like they're going to get tired. So Galaxy's really got to pile the pressure on.
Yep.
And just make sure we're solid in transition.
Oof, in behind. I don't think that's a pen. And I don't think Peck should be that concerned about it. I don't think that had much to it. Good challenge. Play goes on. They're attacking the Yoshida side right now. They're noticing our fullbacks pushing up very high. Harbor on the press. Oof, they've just played through us there. Royce and Harbor just got torched. Ultimately, we're just sturdy right now. We're very hard to break, I believe, from open play, as long as we just keep out of our own way. 10 minutes left plus stoppage time. Wouldn't expect much stoppage.
Big play coming up here, Peyton.
They're going to get the cross into the center. Oof. Hits the post. I don't know if JT has that one covered. That could have been a completely tie-shifting goal. Ooh, Klaus just got absolutely slammed. Nothing. No call there. Play on.
Oh. That's a foul, ref.
Looking very aggressive right now. Nelson.
Wow.
Yeah, they
that could have easily been a goal, but I think JT had that covered. But wow, that was close.
Yeah, let's look at the replay of that. He looks confident that he has it covered, but you never. Yeah, I think he does have that covered. It's just you never know, man. The way that a ball can just slightly dip under the bar, we could have been clipped. We could have absolutely been clipped. Got lucky there. Peck down the wing. Has Royce inside. Cuevas. Royce. Yoshida now. San Miguelito is just sitting back a little right now. That's going to be a good free kick. Good free kick position for Marco Royce or Gabriel Peck to take, likely. Yep, absolutely a foul. Right call. Probably not worthy of a card. I'm okay with that. Ref gets that one right.
Yeah, Pottermus, I agree. Not convincing, but you know what? At this point in the season, we just need results, and momentum will hopefully carry itself, and we'll get more convincing as the season progresses.
As long as we pick up that like end of 2025 momentum before we're, too deep in the water here.
And it hasn't been all bad. It's not like we haven't been creating chances. We haven't, progressed through the lines. We haven't pressed and won the ball back in good positions. We just lack the final ball at the moment.
Yeah, how many times could you say that last year, even during our weak run, that we play fine. It's just
okay.
It's lapses, but we're doing well right now. We're
another free kick here at our edge of the box.
They foul Lucas Sanabria. See if we could get anybody on the end of this. I think Sporting San Miguelito is definitely running out of gas. They're getting a little lazy defending.
Hey, everyone watching, just if you don't mind me plugging real quick, Peyton, we're gonna go live. We're gonna go live about 20 minutes or so after the full-time whistle. We should be streaming in for you guys the post-match presser. I don't know if Greg goes first or second, but Rob and I will jump on and we'll talk about the game. You guys can react. No agendas or anything like that. No notes, just all feels, no facts. So come and join us. And like I said, we should have a live stream available from the presser. So you get to hear Greg Vanny's thoughts on, what do you think, Peyton? A win, or is this going to be a 1-1 draw?
I'm going 1-1 draw. I'm still sticking to it. I think just the final product isn't going to be there. Peck takes the free kick.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think Will Beanie says, I don't think I've ever seen a worse free kick.
Yeah, I'm going to pretend like that one didn't happen. All right. Well, we're going to move onwards. I'm still sticking with the 1-1 draw. I don't think the final product's going to be there. I think Sporting's running out of gas, and they're just going to end up dropping deep. And the Galaxy defensively have just been sturdy. I feel like we've been pretty good. We haven't been 100% there, but you can see where we're going. And I think we're just going to shore it up. I don't think they have much left in them. I think both of these sides are okay. I think Sporting would be the more disappointed of the teams, honestly. Given, at halftime, I think Sporting would be more disappointed to come out of this one with a draw. But the Galaxy take a road goal. You take the advantage going back to LA. It's not the worst case scenario for us.
Yeah, I think this is the bare minimum here. This result. I'm okay with it. I'm not overly pleased, not overly disappointed. I'm okay about it. I think we've got to take as much positives as we can to the home opener. I think for the MLS season, I've been talking about on our pod, that home opener is going to be a tone setter for the season, just like Miami was for the 2024 season, just like San Diego was going the other way last season. So I think I'm putting a lot of stock in that game. I know it's only one game, but I am putting a lot of stock on that game personally.
Those games are never the end of the world, but they, you look back at the end of the season, and you're like, okay, the signs were there on how this season, was destined to go.
Yeah.
I mean,
sorry, I was gonna say I'm a really bad promoter. Will says, can you drop your YouTube in the chat? Sure, you can find us on La Cuna Galaxiana. I will drop the link in the chat. But yeah, go ahead and check us out. I can even drop the direct link too, but that should be the first video that comes up.
Good clearance by Maya there.
Live.
They just belted that one out.
I can actually share the direct link.
Yep, go ahead.
There you go.
Corner coming for Sporting.
Come on.
Let's
defend this.
They're gonna make a sub before the corner. Let's see. Peck's shot was more like he was going for the point after, not the point before. Okay. All right. 87th minute. Not much time left in this match. Don't think there'll be much stoppage time. If I had to guess, I'd probably put 3 minutes of stoppage on, maybe 4, but I think probably 3.
Wow.
See how this one plays out. Corner kick. It's going to be swung into the box. And they get ahead on it. But JT Marcinkowski, just easy save right there.
Close one.
Yeah.
That could have easily been a goal.
Yeah, JT's been solid in this match, I think.
I don't think he could have done anything about the goal, to be honest.
Nope. First goal, not his fault, not his issue. He's done what he's needed to do. He hasn't been asked a lot of. But when, when it comes to coming out for crosses or making the saves that he should, I think my favorite play from him this match was him coming off of the line. Coming off his line is like a sweeper keeper. Probably saved us a goal there. I did like that. I like me a good sweeper keeper every now and then.
They're getting another corner.
Gar says corner. 88th minute. I'm starting to get a little nervous. I'm starting to get a tad nervous right now, and I haven't been nervous all match. All right. They're going to swing this ball in again. I don't like the momentum swing at the end. I mean, it's a home game for them. I get it. I don't like it for us right now. Corner kick, swung in, cleared out. Good clearance. It's going to be a deep throw in for San Miguelito. I'm so glad that we only have one sponsor. Whenever I see like a Liga MX team, or even like this team is like 2 shirt sponsors. Oh,
it's like an F1 sponsorship, like 80 logos.
I don't like that. It ruins it. It just ruins it for me. I don't know. Very few Liga MX kits I feel like I'd actually rep, because it just feels like you're a walking advertising board. Like, and I don't have a dog in the fight of Liga MX. I couldn't care less. But I do like a nice jersey. I do like a nice jersey. I think I like the Club America kit from either this year. I think it was this year. They have a pretty nice kit. But, once again, I don't care about Liga MX. It's not me saying I'm a Club America fan. All right, 90th minute.
I don't know what happened there.
Kick.
Did you step on him?
I'll have to see a replay. That kid looks young. That kid looks so young. Let's see. Like, did they have a hashtag on the back? Like, I don't know. I don't know what goes on in the thought process of designing some of these. I'd say 4 minutes if I had to guess. I haven't seen the stoppage time go up.
Oh, he stepped on him, but that was accidental.
Let's see.
That was accidental.
Yeah, I think it was the second thing. I think it was the second. He kind of dragged his cleat into Cuevas.
4 minutes of stoppage time.
Yeah, there we go. All right, 4 minutes for the Galaxy to get a win out of this game. If not,
right.
What?
No. I was sorry. I'm like ahead of you, so I'm kind of reacting.
No, you're good. You might have to start on that draw graphic. Harbor Miller. Yeah, Harbor Miller's backtracking now. It's going to be a Sporting throw-in. I'm okay. I'm okay waving the white flag right now and going back to LA 1-1.
Yeah. Really cool. really quick, just before full time here, I mean, these stats are pretty much going to be thereabouts. I mean, it's been all Galaxy, Peyton, 69% possession to 31, 2.05 expected goals for the Galaxy to San Miguelito's 0.26, and that was probably on one shot. And in fact, 18 shots for the Galaxy, 4 shots for Sporting San Miguelito, 3 on target for the Galaxy, only 2, 1 big chance each. And the Galaxy come out with what's likely going to be a 1-1 draw after all that dominance in the stat sheet.
Yeah.
Again, I mean, the final third.
I'm not a huge XG guy because I think it can be misleading. But I do think when there's that much discrepancy, when there's that much of a gap in XG, it probably does say something.
I think the thing that says it more is that the Galaxy had, 18 shots, but only 3 on target.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying. We didn't get enough clean looks.
Yep. We will stat pad XG, but our actual shots just haven't been on frame.
What a stupid free kick to give away.
Oh, wow. Everybody just gets torched. And then the free kick, 2 minutes left. And
that's what I'm saying about Emmy. Emmy is just, sometimes he doesn't have the discipline and he gets himself in trouble just like this.
Yeah, just didn't have
great physical attributes, but just doesn't have the composure yet.
Yeah, just any day.
Glesnes doesn't do that. He just kind of shields the ball, and then dives in when he needs to, not recklessly. So
I'm a little concerned at the fact that we 3 players got torched in one move there. Like everybody was suctioned into that player.
A good little la croqueta by the San Miguelito player. A little Iniesta croqueta.
All right. Well, this is it. 93rd minute might be the last clean look that we see from this game. Come on, lads.
Oh, wow.
Here we go.
Wow.
Free kick. Swung in. Shot. Saved. The JT had to be very comfortable on that save, and they're just getting in front of him now. Was that? Whoa. Holy
shit. I wasn't gonna say anything, but holy hell. That could have been bad.
I thought we were comfortable. I thought we were okay. Okay, wow. That a throw of all things almost just cost us the whole game. Okay. All right. Just get to full time.
Oh, you got to get to that. Got to get to that, Mo.
Get to full time, please. They're going to switch the play.
Yep. I think this is going to be a 1-1. There it is. Full time whistle.
Yep. Just a JT, and that should do it. Oh. So many thoughts I have on this one. I'm just we'll have a review of the games, but just shortly here, Ananda. What did you see from this match from the Galaxy?
A good start and a really bad lapse in concentration, just for that away goal. And I think that the Galaxy were the dominant team, as I said during the stream. Like, we need to make those entries in the final third count. We were, winning the ball back in good areas, just couldn't make that final ball work. And look, at the end of the day, a 1-1 draw. I'm not pleased with the result overly. I'm not overly disappointed. I'm kind of just somewhere in between, because I know this is a 2-legged affair. But someone said in the chat, I think it was Pottermus, not overly convincing. I just hope that they're more convincing against NYCFC, because this performance against NYCFC at home is not going to get it done.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. I mean, it's not the end of the world. You'll see a lot of Galaxy fans right now take to Twitter or Instagram to overreact on this result. It's not a terrible result. We always knew that this team was going to come out guns blazing. Anybody who expected this to be a blowout was just going to be disappointed. This team is one of the best teams in Panama, or the best team in Panama. And I get it. It's the Panama division. We spend so much more. We should be better. But it doesn't always play out that way. And we were rusty. This was our first game of 2026. You could see it. The final product, if it's mid-season, this game probably ends 4-1 Galaxy, 3-1 Galaxy. However, it's the start. It's just the start. These players are still gaining chemistry. Individual mistakes are concerning me more than anything because it just feels like last year again when it comes to that. The first goal wasn't a breakdown. It just should never have happened. Never, ever, ever can you leave a man that wide open back post. Even if he gets a head on that ball, it needs to be contested. The fact he was wide open gave him a free and open header, and it was a bit of a letdown to go down early in this match, and it sort of gave you PTSD last year. But I thought we recovered well. Obviously, we couldn't press throughout the 90 minutes, but we were turning the ball over in good spots. Klaus looked great. My man of the match was probably Jakub Golesnes. If not, the goal scorer, Joseph Paintsil, is going to be the easy, safe pick there.
Yeah.
But I thought Golesnes in his debut was perfect. Everything that we wanted him to be.
Cool, man. Peyton, thank you so much for inviting me. I got to go jump off and get ready for my next stream. If you guys want to join me over there, I did drop the link in the chat. You guys can go ahead and check that out. We are going to go live in about 20 minutes. And hopefully the presser will be on probably 2025, something like that. So we'll see you guys over there. Thanks, man.
Thank you, Ananda. Make sure everybody go click that link. 20 minutes time, they will be live with the presser. And yeah, thank you for joining me again. Appreciate you.
Man.
I couldn't have done this without you. Genuinely,
all good, man. All good. We'll do this again. All right, guys. See ya. Bye.
Have a good one. All right, guys. It is not the worst result, not the best result. You're just very whelmed. This is a very whelming result by LA Galaxy standards. It's not a loss like last year was in Herediano. So if you want to consider that an improvement, I wouldn't. It's fine. It is what it is. It's not terrible. We're going to go into the second leg 1-1, and we're going to be up because of the away goal rule. Galaxy will play Sunday against New York City FC. Make sure if you can attend that game to be there. This team's going to need the crowd to be on them, the crowd to have their back from the opening whistle. I'm excited for Sunday. You should be excited. I know today is a little disappointing, but I think you're going to see a better product on Sunday. More first choice lineup. I'd expect to see, Hack and Amiro Garces starting at center back, Golesnes and Garces, and then Hack in the midfield with Saria's out, probably Sanabria. Winder was out for this match. He'll probably be out again Sunday. Maybe you see Julian Ade, who's usually the starter in. Probably don't see Cuevas because he went 90 minutes. You probably see Yamane, maybe Harbor, and definitely Novak in net. So bit shaky at the end. I thought at points that we were just going to end up losing that match, but we came back. 1-1 draw. That was my revised prediction at halftime. My prediction going into this was 2-0. I was wrong, but it's okay. We have watch-alongs every single away game. So if this is your first one, make sure to like and subscribe. Turn on that bell notification to make sure that you never miss a live watch-along. Our regularly scheduled podcasts are Tuesdays at 8 p.m. On the dot. So tune in for that, and we will see you on Tuesday. Have fun at the home opener, everyone. Stay safe, and Jesus.